Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Spacenerd Plays Attack of the B Team. Alright, well, it is quite obvious that we are not on the moon anymore. Our mission was recalled, we had to abort. As of this recording, I don't know, the power systems on the moon are not working correctly. I can't get the wires to hook up to power the crucial machines I needed, and I had to hastily return in a panic. It was a good thing I packed all those extra oxygen supplies, those batteries that are part of the. Oh, I hear baddies. Come here, buddy. Yeah. So all those extra batteries and oxygen tanks, because I had to use them to make a hasty retreat back home. So while I'm back here, I was quite busy. We're up here on the top. Here we see our main entrance with the statues of Jenny and B-Dubs, our little Tropicraft area. We got to get over there at some point, but I've been so busy with the base that haven't had time. Took the gravestone I found in the nether and I put it here. I thought it'd be even more fitting. This damn heat sand is hurting now. I know why it hurts. 'Cause it's the daytime and it gets hot in the sun. 'Cause I come out at night and it doesn't hurt me. Now I get it. Inspired by Generic B's latest Attack of the B Team episode, I didn't even notice that there was that heavy plate armor. And look how cool it looks, guys. Let me take off the helmet here so we could get a better view. How sick is that look? I look like Darth Vader. So, I got that going. And, nothing new here, but we did come this way because we're not using that stinking old entrance going down all those stairs anymore. No, I've been watching Chimney Swift's, Let's Play of it. And oh no, I'm sorry, Pungence. And he was talking about this little guy. And that is a porter. Let me see the real name. I think it's an Ender Porter. Here it is, Ender Porter. And what it does, it teleports you to the next available block that's above it. And usually this would take me up probably on top of that tree, right? But if it has a redstone signal feeding to it, so underneath the dirt I have a redstone torch, it'll take you to the next available spot you can stand on underneath it. So it zaps me right here to my base with my beautiful bride, Marcy. Hi. And we have a new addition to the base, more stalagmites, no, stalactites or mites? No, stalactites, yeah. More stalactites, and we made this new sword. It's a cleaver from Tinker's Construct. I put whole bunch of sharpness, necrotic bone that gives it lifesteal, fortune, auto repair. This thing one shots pretty much anything. Two shots Enderman. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to kill another wither, and I got the skulls ready for it here. Thought it was pretty cool. I used the drying racks to put the skulls here, and I put some soul sand in the wall. So we saw that thing. It kind of takes us down into our base. We have another spot here that'll take us back up. This does not have a what's it called? Redstone signal going, so it will port me up. Zoop. So I'm up. You see? And the one back down is just a little bit further away. I could go back down. Doesn't take any XP. It's perfect. So you guys saw I did some work on some Tinker's construct. I also tried to name Marcy again. I made this autonomous activator. and it's just right click stuff, and I put the name tag in it, and I tried to have it click on Marcy for me, but it didn't work. It just said, I only obey Spacenerd. I only obey Spacenerd. And yes, it's true, you do only obey me, Marcy, but I just wanted to name you. And I guess you're not going to let me. So, speaking of Tinker's Construct, yes, I did make my Buster Sword out of man metal. So I also made a new pickaxe called the Excelsior, after one of my favorite ships in the Star Trek series. Um, so this thing's pretty awesome, has an awesome mine speed. And I made this thing called Jack of all trades. It works as an axe, it works as a hoe, and it works as let me delete this crap. So it works as an axe, it works as a hoe, and it works as a shovel, but only on dirt. And anything else I have to shovel, like gravel, I'll just break the bottom block and put a torch and get rid of it all. So let's go. While I was up there waiting to make my Tinker's Construct stuff, I was bored, and so I changed the room around a little bit. Okay, we're standing on lava, and it's not blurring, because it's a block called a fluid display under random things. And all you gotta do, you put down the blocks, and you take a bucket of whatever liquid you want. Let's see, do I have lava in here? Yep, I have lava in here. And, but damn. And you right click on, so see I have water on here. Here I have lava. If I right click on a block with a bucket of something, it changes it to the bucket I have. If you right click on it with an empty hand, it moves it from stationary to moving. So here I have it stationary. The lava I have stationary, and the water I have moving. So let's put this lava back into this bucket. Bam. And you guys see this wall? We can't get out, can we? Actually we can. It's a ghost block. So I actually built this room up here. If you guys remember, oh, and look, I have a bucket of the slime water that I put in there. That spawns those blue slimes, so I could get those stuff to make my slime rods. Remember we had the staircase with the fake door here? Not necessary anymore with that elevator block from Open Blocks. Open Blocks is such a fun mod. So I turned this all into obsidian. I'm in the process of digging it out. After I get all the obsidian and lava out of here, I'm going to put a few more buckets of this slime water. You get those up in the, let's take a look at the map here. You see these round floating islands? You'll get those slime waters from there. And that acts as a spawner for the blue slime. So I'm hoping for more slime waters, you get more slime. And I came here, have an infinite water source here, so that, boom, you put that back. Perfect. I made all the walls into seared bricks because I was bored up here. And check out how cool this nether furnace. It's just make a furnace out of netherrack. Looks badass. Unfortunately, I was a noob when I was smelting stuff, and I made an abundance of aluminum brass. Oh, put that back. So I poured out some blocks and I used them as decoration up here. I got rid of the stencil station because I have all the stencils in the game now. Oh, and if you put a chest adjacent to any one, like if you put a chest here, actually let's just show you. I think I got some wood here. Yes. Let's make a chest. Make a chest. Make a chest. So you see in this crafting station, it's just a regular crafting station. We pop a chest here. It should have worked. Oh, did I mention this Matic thing is also an axe. So it's an axe, it's a shovel, it's a hoe, but it's only a shovel for dirt. But that's weird. If you have a chest connected to, I know this one for sure. It has that pattern chest connected behind it. I guess it's not more than one. Maybe we could put one here. No. Well, it's just the pattern station or part builder. You have a chest connected to it. It'll show up in the inventory here in the part builder. I connected it with the pattern chest, and I have all the different patterns here. One to note is the full guard pattern. This one you cannot craft in the stencil building. You're gonna have to go to the villages, find one of those already made. And if you craft a regular broadsword, instead of using the wide guard pattern, you use that full guard, you'll make a cutlass. That's what I was using in the video I'm going to show in a little while, but I actually died and lost that sword. So I'll talk about it after I roll that clip. Actually, speaking of the wither and of that clip, let's go ahead and roll that. Okay guys, so if we take a look at my inventory here, you can see I have 3 wither skeleton skulls and some soul sand. I think you know what's about to happen. Now for added effect, I'm not going to be in bat mode, so I cannot fly. And I'm doing it in a volcano biome. So this should be interesting. The sun is quickly setting, so let's kick some wither butt. I do have 4 extra hearts from heart containers, and I'm hoping this goes smoothly. Oh. Oh boy. I wish I had a potion or something. Shoot faster. Shoot faster. I have a white stone, so I will come back to life if I die. With like some stuff. I think that already happened. And he's dead. Do I have the white star? Where is the star? There it is. Please don't die. I'm gonna die. Oh, we got it though. I know where it is. Well, that was fun. Back to our regularly scheduled program. So I killed the wither, but his wither effect in the end got me. So, okay, not much else to see here. These different kind of seared bricks I made if you make a chisel. Here's the chisel head. You make a chisel out of, you pour it out the cast and everything. It will, you right click on blocks and it teaches you, it changes the design on the block. And actually, let me take a look here at my notes. I had learned that from a new channel I just subscribed to, and I've really been enjoying is Kanakadia. He does a Attack of the Beast Team series that I'm also watching. I'm watching a lot of Attack of the Beast Team lately. I've been super into it. So yeah, finishing up with this room. After I take out all of this obsidian, I'm going to knock out all the torches, put more slime buckets, and put in all the oreberry bushes that I have, so that, when I'm up here, I could come to grab all the oreberries and smelt them in there, and yeah, that's it. So heading back down. I might do something different with this because I'm not using these blueberry bushes now that I have the auto breeder going. I have steak for days. I actually have a stupid amount of steak. This is where I keep my steak and my torches. Look at this. Crazy. Oh, actually, speaking of steak, I have more to put in there. Yeah, So I made some changes here. I added a magma crucible. Um, this will take, if you click on this, it will show you the different recipes. You can melt netherrack down to lava, and that's what I recommend you do. You can melt obsidian and cobble down to lava. Not recommended. It takes way long, and this only takes half the energy and half the time. So connect that with a fluid pipe into a tank. Got that going. I made a fluid transposer so that we could make those really high level energy cells and energy conduits later on. Um, but I had changed my energy usage to something different. And then here we still have the pulverizer and induction smelter. We could sneak back here. Yeah, could check out my new engine design that I got going. I have 2 aqueous accumulators for each steam turbine and a total of 3 steam turbines. I think this looks really cool because it's like it's like a real looking engine, you know? This looks like the pistons and the valves and all that stuff. So, I haven't gone with like magmatic stuff because I'm kind of scared, and also this is free power. I don't have to give it anything. It just drinks the water that never ends. Upgraded all the power lines to the hardened energy conduits. That's been good. And here we see the redstone furnaces and the smelters all have a line of item ducts going to the I can't sneak back in there. Okay. So they all have an item duct line going into this strongbox. So everything that gets smelted and stuff will go in here. So that if I want to further refine it somehow, I could go ahead and do that. Also, I got my pulverizer, and this is what it mainly gets used. And when I get home from a mining trip, I'll come here, dump everything, all the ores that I get, except for aluminum. Aluminum I'll put directly into the induction smelter so that I could still get my double yield out of them. Still got my sand trap here, all my sand, 1141, all feeding into here. And these are just covering up the power lines. It's actually micro blocks covering that up. So again, it gives it a pretty cool look. It looks very mechanical. What else do we got? I think you guys heard the cow. And we're going to go further in depth into this, but this is my fossil archaeology room, and you actually need a bucket of milk to, well, I'll go over it later on into it, but you need a bucket of milk in here. So I got a cow, named the cow Lewis Gossett Jr. I don't know why. He's an actor I like. He was Chappie in Iron Eagle. If you know that movie, you're cool. Got the portal here. We already saw that. And let's check out my. Someone had asked. Actually, Boldy asked. Yes, this is 2 slime rods and a flame string. I don't know the difference the flame string makes from the regular string bow, and it has a moss, and the rest is all upgraded with redstone. Actually, let's take a look and see if I put all the redstone in it. Yep. It has 3 and moss. Let's see if I could do a diamond and a block of gold on this thing. Gold, give me 9. While we wait, let's put my steak in there. Okay. Perfect. And block of gold. And there we go. And here we go. I had already done it. So yeah, that's maxed out, but it's still only 0.85 second draw speed. This thing is like fast. But let's test it out a little more on something that I made just for this. Put back my stake. Let's Yep, okay. Put everything back. We have a scraper here. We'll talk about that soon. And these go up here. Perfect. So, let's take a look at our Flans mod room, our armory. And how great is this, guys? This is just glorious. Have our showcase with our AM16 actually. And I have some bad news. So I got an M16 here. I made a firing range. Yes! How sick is this, guys? Alright, so Open Blocks has a block called the target. And if you give it a redstone signal, it activates. So let's see if you can see it in real time. Up it goes. Actually makes a sound too, listen. It's so cool. I have it hooked up. I can't hide this redstone, but it is hidden through here. This is actually secret redstone from the secret rooms mod, so that you can't really see the line going in or out, except for this one. I decided to have the redstone here. And now, depending on where you hit the bullseye, it will put out a redstone signal. So I have the outgoing redstone signal going to this redstone lamp. So let's listen to the noise it makes real quick. That's awesome, right? So that's the good news. We made this really cool firing range with the functioning switch to turn it on and off. The sad news is that it does not work with... Yeah, it doesn't work with this. And that is a little hard to control. I'm gonna upgrade it and put the foregrip on it to give it a little bit less of a recoil action. I did upgrade my M9. I put a silencer and a red dot sight, as you can see on it. And this I could get the bullseye pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna go through this whole clip. Yep, out of ammo. Nothing. M16, let's try again. And this thing is wild too. But it does work with a bow and arrow. So keep your eye on that lamp. It lights up if I make a shot. You see how that one was a little low? Aim a little tiny bit higher, a little lower. So you gotta really get a bullseye for it to light up. There we go. It took a lot of trial and error to get it so that the redstone line was long enough. So that is that. What other upgrades did we make? Oh yeah, I made this little painting drawing station. And it's got my paint mixer, has all the stencils, have one of each kind. I got all my paint cans. I just threw away all the different brushes because it's only 2 sticks and a wool. I think I could afford that. And this drawing table is where you make the stencils. So if I ever want to paint anything, I can stencil it up. That's it for here. Yeah, I think that's it for... Oh, we got also our home office going. So what I did, you notice I used to have all my books up here. Moved all the books into the library area, which is my enchanting room, of course. and I use the chisel, which is in here. And you have to make the chisel that is from the actual chisel mod. It looks like this. Let me show you the, what's it called? The recipe. So if you just type chisel on there, you're going to get a lot of blocks. It's on the 4th page, the chisel. You can see it here towards the middle, the top middle. And you just make it with 1 stick and a 2x2 of iron ingots. So I have everything in here from open blocks, my open blocks tank. Usually I keep a drain here, but I decided to remove the drain because until the next update in the beta, when hopefully they fix the Galacticraft stuff, because Jenny B's and Galacticraft and they're on the beta. But Chimney Swifter has been saying that if you look at my XP bar, you see how I drained it all? Using the elevator makes it drain some of your XP. Also, I put this path on top of the elevator block. It looks really good, and it still works. Enjoyable. So yep, in here I have my enchanting room, and I put my 2 books here. The other books I put for the Tinker's Construct book, I put up there in the Tinker's Construct room. I am enjoying these bushes. They are like always ready to eat. It's like free XP. I made a stereo from Mr. Crayfish Furniture Mod. I also got into Mr. Cray's stuff. To my left, I made a home office. It's connected to the library here, and it has a very important function. Now, the computer, you can use it to spend emeralds to get stuff that you can make for very cheap on for your Mr. Crayfish stuff. So this is pretty much for decoration. The redstone lamps, super awesome. And these walls are actually canvas. I had made that station and this room to paint it. I'm just trying to think of, and if you guys could suggest the stencils and what color to make this room. What color would you have your home office? And I used some micro blocks to make this desk out of redwood. I thought it was a very nice looking desk. Here we have some drawers, not really functional. It's only a 9-spot storage, but it looks cool. And the printer. Now, looking at it, it's very confusing. And hold on, let me get this out. Okay. So it's very confusing. Why would you want to have this printer other than for decoration? Well, here it is, guys. It copies books. And it doesn't just copy any books, it copies enchanted books. It takes forever. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to make a copy of a book, but you don't even have to put another book in for the copy. You put it in these ink cartridges, and just set it and forget it. And you'll make another copy. Look at all these Unbreaking 3 books I have. Look at all these Protection 4 books I have. These are all random books, whatever. I'm not going to use. Maybe I'll make copies of this Unstable because it is fun to have a stack of gunpowder and explode on stuff. And what I did to get the books to start with, I had some enchanted gear that was about to break. You pop it into this auto disenchanter. So say I'm not going to do it here, but let it finish at least. But say I have all these things on this helmet, right? All these enchants. If I put it in this slot and I actually put it in that slot, you're going to see, well, it won't let it finish. But this, you see the work button. It slowly goes up and up and up and up. The energy, it still has enough. It's just draining the reserves in it. But you're going to still see it's going to maintain the ability to go. So it's gonna go up, and once it finishes, it's gonna take off one of these enchants and put it on a book, and you'll be left with your armor piece that you started off with and the enchanted book. This thing is amazing. You get the enchanted book back, you pop that in your printer, and you have unlimited things. Take a look at this progress bar. We've been standing here for like 2 or 3 minutes already talking, and it's only like maybe 20% done. So yeah, patience. Set it, forget it. Um, that's all the changes in here. Put that in there, I believe. Yeah, went over everything. Tinker's Construct.